Hey guys, it's the team here at Authentic Mission, and I want to talk to you about some past videos. And I'm gonna hopefully do another video later on today, but we'll see where it goes. Today I want to try and clarify some things because on this channel I believe in speaking what's on your mind, speaking from the heart, as long as it's good intentioned. And sometimes, look, I'm a writer. I wanted to be an actor when I was younger, and then I realized, well, as time went on, I developed stage fright. Why, I don't know, but I did. So, I don't do well with scripting things in terms of what I want to say on these videos. I try to speak with clarification. I try to say what's on my mind, and sometimes even I don't think they come out all that clear. So I just want to clarify that some clarifications are going to be coming, just in case, and even then maybe they'll need to be re-clarified, just because it's funny. As a writer, I can write dialogue. I can get my assistant and my circle to edit them and kind of make sure it sounds the way I meant it to sound in tone and but on these videos I kind of, it's not written out, so, and I just try to speak from the heart, so sometimes there's been some confusion within myself on what I was trying to say. So if there's confusion within myself on did I say that right, was that clear, I must ask my teammate that at the end of every video. And I think because he knows me, he knows my heart, I think even when it doesn't come out the best, he knew what I meant. My family does. But so I'm gonna, over the next little while, I'm gonna be kind of clarifying some past videos. One of them that I want to clarify was from yesterday, where I was talking about different levels of awareness, or trying to. I was talking about how I was in denial after an emotional experience. I was in denial still about being gay, about where's my place in life, where's God, where does this come into play. And then I chose one of the most conservative forms of Christianity that I could choose, because it's not like, and I'm not meaning this offensively, but I'm just, again, speaking from the heart. It's not like a Catholic church where you're in there and you hear a pin drop and you're, uh-oh. I like the Bible does say to shout onto God and sing and be happy and be, show thanks. So that was a good fit for me. And they are, most of the people that attend this conservative church are big-hearted people. So sometimes when I try to clarify things, it doesn't come out the best. And I just wanted to clarify. Yesterday I was talking about being, like I said, being in denial still, and thinking that, I need to go to church, I need to find answers, which I don't regret that. That was a level I needed to go to. There was a level of awareness there. I am closer to God. I do want to understand even more. So that was not a waste of time at all. But at the same time, I've learned what I need to learn there. I'm going to still go there occasionally. I'm going to go to other churches, and I'm going to, or consider going to other churches, I should say, and I'm going to look for answers there. I believe in a little bit more, I'm a little bit more open-minded than they are when it comes to, say, for instance, God's plan and being yourself and being true to yourself if you are gay and if you are denying it. Now, there is some people that have experiences and they figure out it's not a fit for them, but they were curious. That is a thing too. So if it seems like this channel is always like, well, if you're gay, just be gay and be happy with who you are. I wasn't saying that everybody that's had emotional struggles is gay. I wasn't saying anybody that questions their sexuality necessarily must be gay. I believe it's within our human nature to be curious, to figure these things out. So what I was trying to say was, for me, a level of awareness had to come where it felt like, okay, once I said, okay, I'm free, I can say I'm gay and not be on the, in denial and not be with friends that are in denial, obviously. They and myself were living what, we can call the DL. It was on Oprah a couple of years ago before she ended her show. She talked about living on the DL or the down low. So I will do more videos about being on a level or going to the next level of your spirituality. For instance, there is one that's going to be coming maybe today, maybe the next time my assistant's in, where one of the biggest people, well-known people that did this in trying to figure out the next level of their spirituality is the late Leonard Cohen, singer. The singer of Bird on a Wire, I believe it is, and most notably, Hallelujah. He was a Jewish man. I don't know if he was Orthodox Jew or much like Christianity, there's different forms of Judaism or the Jewish faith. There's many different interpretations. I do know, though, that he went through a period of studying Buddhism, where, let me clarify one thing that I learned very carefully, and I was misdirected from an episode of All in the Family, but there's Buddha is not a god. He was a man who, I will get into that once I learn more about it. But Leonard Cohen went to a different level of his spirituality where he was like looking, even though he's classified as a Jewish man, he was still looking. He was, there was a period of time where he admits he was an alcoholic, because of stage fright. So he had to go to the next level of his spirituality and realize that he is an alcoholic, and he, I believe, went through AA and stuff like that. And look it up if you want to double check. And another thing that I want to say about this is, again, I will do videos on emotion again. I will do videos on your different levels of learning. And I don't mean academically, I mean spiritually or mentally. You learn different things that, and God gives you another way to look at things, or the universe gives you another way to look at things. And you need to figure out what works. 'Cause, look, everybody interprets the Bible different ways. Everybody interprets the Quran different ways. I learned, much like the Bible, that there is different versions of the Quran. As long as you're not, like I said yesterday, killing the Western world, and you're within the golden rule that any major religion should have, then just keep that in mind. And, so for Leonard Cohen, he had a different level of spiritual awakening. For me, I had a different level of spiritual awakening when it comes to and I keep using this because it's the closest thing that I'm finally letting go. I had a different awakening when it comes to my spirituality and sexuality. And now that I figured that out and figured out what was making me, what was blocking that next level, and being able to let go of the idea of a relationship, now I can't wait to see what else God has to show me through a different level of my spirituality. And different people go through it different ways. Buddha went through it one way. The woman from the movie Wild with Reese Witherspoon went through it another way. When her mother passed away, she went to the woods. That's all I know. So that's what I was trying to say there. I will do clarification on a video I did a while ago, and I actually sent it to someone in politics in Canada, where I was saying about jails. They need to be more of a treatment center, more of a life skills, center, instead of locking people up for 23 hours a day. And I said, stupidly, give them cooking classes, possibly, as one way of looking at things, to develop healthy eating, healthy living. But let me make this very clear, and I hope she understands what I was trying to say. I wasn't saying that we need to let inmates cook, because unless you're in the kitchen, you're doing it as a job for a good time or whatever they call it. I wasn't saying with these healthy eating cooking classes, give the other inmates cooking utensils to learn to cook. The only time you should have cooking utensils in jail is when you're in the kitchen or when you're eating your meal. And even then, they're always plastic forks, I believe, because of safety concerns, which is obvious. So when I say healthy cooking and let them cook, I should have clarified that, or I should have really thought of that before I said it, because I thought of it later. That is a dumb idea to let them cook unless they're in the kitchen. Because, again, weapons, potential for weapons and fights. And so, no, make it more of a healthy eating, healthy living education kind of class would be a better idea. So that's one clarification video for today. And it's pray for me to find the right words, because as a writer, you would think I would have it laid out a little bit better. And again, always stick to the golden rule, and pray for each other. Even if you can't stand somebody, just pray, send out good vibes, meditate, whatever you want to call it. God bless, and there might be another video later on.